I thought whenever you feel insecure, you feel fear.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
all
I
based on
totally
fear.
agree with
So
Dinesh that all the fear, like the hidden source of all fear, is from death. And
yeah, it's
but
coming from
then
this.
there is another question that why we fear death that much? Like fear is the most, like it is the biggest truth in our whole
Yeah,
life.
it's ultimate
You can
truth
have,
of life.
yeah,
Death is ultimate
it
truth.
is the
It is.
greatest truth of our
It is.
life. And the other thing is
Mhm.
that you can have a difference of opinion in anything. You discuss any topic with any philosopher, common man, scientist, religionist.
Mhm.
In one thing they will agree that yeah, that
So
is the
our
ultimate truth.
tomorrow discussion is like Aristotle is it's having had suicide, or it's like what? Because they have,
Suicide?
yeah,
No,
Okay,
no,
because they
suicide.
have
no, no,
option.
No,
not
no,
suicide,
Yeah,
not
suicide.
suicide.
Okay,
because
so
had an option. If he agree with that scenario, so it's not having poison.
But to agree with that scenario
Hmm.
was more greater death compared to the actual death.
This is
For
the kind is
example,
the new. I have two topic. Really, I really want to discuss with all of you.
address on
One is
that.
like mask as a metaphor of human being. Mask as a metaphor of human being. One topic, and second
Hmm.
is this is this is was how it's was suicide Aristotle. I am not able to structure that question, how I structure, but you know what try to say.
to be
So
honest, like I don't
it's
think that it was a suicide. It was compulsion on Aristotle to step back from his truthful stance. So
in that
in these
in
terms,
these
I
terms.
feel
I
that
feel that
drinking of
drinking
poison was eternal life.
before
Yes,
before
but
you guys
question,
actually move on
we
to the
just
suicidal topic, okay, before
yeah, we discuss
I
it
hop off,
tomorrow.
I like to clarify, like, what we actually discussed before about the fear,
Hmm.
and where it comes from, the ego. It's all connected, that what we are talking about here.
Yes.
So if you're actually aware, if you're aware of that, your body is not only you, okay,
Mm-hmm.
there's a greater self in you, then you will overcome the death of fear. Okay? Then you are aware of who you are, okay, more than the body mind. Then the death or the fear will be, no longer a problem in your life. But when you
Exactly.
actually not aware of who you are, what you are, you think you're just the man, or you're Korean, you're Indian, you're just a nationality or group of people, then you will fear most of the time to be alone, lonely, and all this pain and suffering will happen in your life. So what we are saying here is to be awake, aware and awake yourself. Know who
Mindful.
you are
We
within
need to be
you. Yeah,
mindful.
being mindful and experience, okay, beyond the physical level. Then you will understand about this fear more, and then you will let go of them. Until then,
Yeah.
you'll always repeat that again and again. Suicide is one thing too. Okay, you have this difficulties in life, and you cannot face them, right? And compulsively, you sometimes do that, and with a plan you do that. It doesn't matter. What matters is in your consciousness. It's all recorded in your soul. Then if you die that way, you're going to come back and do that again. Okay, so it's repeating. Okay, same thing as in our reality. Things repeat again until we understand nothing bothers me no longer. We actually repeat that again and again.
Can I
Yeah,
add something
exactly.
over
It is
here?
called
Yeah, sure, Joseph.
eternal.
Please.
It is called
Yeah.
eternal
Oppa,
recurrence.
am I correcting you?
Yeah, Opa.
Yeah, yeah. Opa is here.
Okay, yeah. I would like to say you indirectly answer. The consciousness itself is you. You are that consciousness, which is infinite.
So you try to correct me. Define your definition.
It's not my definition. It is you. It's in the scripture. It is called Anahatnad. The
Okay, that's
consciousness.
your idea. Okay, you're trying to put me that consciousness is you. It's your definition. What you're saying. Okay, my
No, no, no.
definition is what I said.
That's
Okay,
the problem. You know what?
well,
There,
that's not a problem with me. Okay, that's a problem with you.
no, no. I'm not trying to.
Okay, then yeah, then it's okay. Other people understood what I said. Okay, right. That's the thing. That Joseph, I'd like to give you more time, but I have a class to attend now. So let's discuss on this matter later on. Okay,
Yeah, so
I
tomorrow,
totally
because
agree with Opa.
tomorrow same
What
time.
Opa? Yeah,
yes,
I totally
there are
agree with
there are
Opa.
more technical terms and then some things to define more about the consciousness,
And
but
the topic
here,
is same:
yeah.
fear, insecurity, death, anything. That's to talk about more clear.
Yeah, I hope you understand. In like it, I try to speak in many different dimension,
Yeah,
including
sure, sure.
time. Okay, but yeah, if I was like a too
Same
short to
time.
explain that, yeah, I
Yes.
hope you guys can add up more and come to something awareness that we can actually help ourselves. All right, but I gotta get back to my class. Thank you for helping me out. Anyway, Joseph, I have nothing against you. Okay,
no, no. It's
please
okay.
make sure that yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's
it's just
okay.
running out of time that
Yeah,
All
I
right,
have no
so
problem.
okay, that's
Yeah, but
great. Thank you.
Joseph, I really wish to listen once again because I lost that time.
Annyeong. I'll come back after the class.
Evil Nash will wait for you, Master. Enjoy.
Yes, Joseph. What do you say, Joseph? Just I missed that time.
Actually, you know what? The problem is not the problem. There is no difference between you and me because you are also the conscious about what you are doing, and I am also the conscious. But yeah, the thinking is different. The consciousness itself is a soul, and which is infinite.
Mhm.
That's it. That's I just given in a simple word. But because he's creating that his definition, that means there is a difference between his definition is different and my definition is different. The truth is never different for you and me. The truth is always the same.
So no, so Joseph, I want to correct what I say. Truth is always different, but fact is same. So truth is different by individual.
No, no,
Suppose
no, 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 no. We are not talking about the materialistic world right now.
no, I
We are
am not
talking
talking about
about the
materialistic.
self-realization.
I also talk about like abstract thing, but what my understanding, truth is different from each and every person according to some circumstances and some thought process, some just like exposure of thought and some freedom and something different. Some depend upon some yeah, like scripture also, some ancestor also, some culture also, but fact is fact. Suppose I give you one life after death, the truth is very different for other, but the fact is only one. The ultimate reality of life is death. It's a fact is for every, it's proven by every and each person, but the truth is different. Some community think about something different, some person think about something different. So I think reality truth is very different, but fact is always proven. It's about spiritual word also. Okay, I got a call. Please talk each other. Just
Yeah, I'll also be back soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be back
Yeah.
soon, brother.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right, take your time. All right, who's there? Nasser?
Yeah, I'm there.
I'm Nash
To
too.
be to
I've
be
been
honest,
listening.
like yeah, sometime when I listen to too many ideas, my head is in many direction and I cannot figure anything out.
Focus. Yeah,
I
focus on
cannot
certain
give focus.
thing. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Because the
So
thing
we
is
need to.
sometimes it feels to me that language itself is quite Babel Tower, uh, where everyone is speaking their own language according to their own experiences and upbringing. So everyone is correct in their own sphere, and at the same time, it is quite difficult to comprehend one another exactly the way they want to be understood.
Mm,
Yeah, exactly.
true.
And even materialistic word, I give always that example to my children. Suppose my she got very um, less number is 80%. Suppose so the truth for me maybe she is not just like focus on her study, and for truth is that my daughter maybe mama is not give a good support to me, and some other person some have some truth according to her or his perception or experience also. But the fact is that she got only 80%, and this fact always with her in lifetime. So I think uh, truth always different between different individuality, but fact is proven all over is like that. It's the example of life and death.
Exactly,
Uh,
like it brings to my mind a parable of six blind men of Hindustan and elephant. Like there is a parable that there used to be a circus a long, long time ago, and the initiator of that circus used to put blindfold uh, on the eyes of visitors, and then he used to ask that what is inside that theater, and everybody used to detect and guess by touching that thing in the theater. So somebody when touch the leg of a elephant, they come up with that it is a very big trunk, and another person who touch the tusk of elephant, they come up with that it might be
Correct.
words. It
Yeah.
might be sword.
actually,
So
actually, that
everyone was having some kind of truth, but nobody was having absolute truth. So afterwards, the initiator of that theater uh, put the blindfold, and in the light, they find out that instead of trunk or big pipe or sword or throne, it is a living animal. It is a living elephant. So similarly, like we human being, we give different perspective. We speak about different truths, but none of us is having the absolute truth with us.
I would like to add some points about that story.
Yes,
That
yes. Hello, welcome, welcome, Priya.
안녕.
yes, no, yes, hello.
Hello.
So the story that you refer that it
Cockroach.
shows the story shows that the men who the people who are studying the elephant have come to the conclusion are coming to the conclusion with the limited knowledge that they have gathered through their experiment through their five senses, isn't it?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
when we come to any conclusion through our limited data or limited without having the holistic approach, it cannot be the truth. Truth is always
Exactly.
truth is always
omnipresent. Their truth cannot be varied man to man. It is the omnipresent thing. If there is anything, so
Yeah, like we are having some portion of truth, but none
yes,
of us
yes,
is having the absolute truth. And
yes.
the
There
other
is
thing is that the absolute truth is always one, but the
yes,
Yes,
thing
yes.
is that
there's
And the
there's
main
one.
thing is
There's
that
one. There's
I
one.
understand. Just I
I can
mentioned
add
one
to that.
line. Just because of your knowledge, and second is experience. I give very layman example. I have a stomach pain. Okay, here is 4%. So oppose give me suggestion according to his experience. Maybe her sister or some is severe. Okay, Rosie, just go to hospital. Maybe it's like some appendix, and you give, okay, maybe it's some like gastritis or Nash gives some, but why the one thing is happen only, but all 5% give all five different things, all are truth, because all are truth because
Mm.
they give
Truth,
the
truth cannot
suggestion
be truth
according to
cannot be
book.
varied man to man. It is the only truth. The fact can vary.
Yeah, no,
Fact
fact
means
is not varied, fact is
yes,
fact.
yes, fact. Let me give you an
yeah,
example, please.
I think then
Say
I can give
we
you another language is quite complicated. In that scenario, fact and ultimate truth is one.
no.
While
Ultimate truth
There,
is
there is a
while the
difference
truth
between
we are
fact and truth.
talking is our
Uh,
limited perspective, and it
Exactly.
cannot be ultimate truth. Ultimate
yes,
truth is always an ultimate fact.
yes,
Hmm.
yes. No, and the fact and truth. There is a difference between fact and truth. Let me give you an example. That I am a boy. I am a man. Okay. So my outer surface is projecting me as a man. That is the fact. But we all came from our mother and from our father. One cell from our mother and one cell from our father, isn't it? So
Yes.
the mother is also inheriting in us. That is the truth. Fact is, we are I am a boy or I am a man. It is the fact. But my mother, I am a female and I am also a male. One half of my is a female and one half of me is male. That is the truth. So truth cannot be perceived in that sense that because we are extracting all the data from through our five senses. All our senses are outward.
Prem,
Okay.
Prem, you change very diverted is like scientifically X or Y chromosome. Here is I give the your example in some fact and truth way. You are physically male. This is a fact, but
Yes.
inside you feel some feminism type of thing. This is your truth. Is it differ
No,
from
this is
all
not
other
my
men?
truth.
Something different. It's not
This is the
about
truth
that
because
data is a scientific reason. There is so it means according to your example, to means girls is always truth and fact is same, in inside is x is a no. What do you think about that? Here is the same thing. Same.
Rosie,
whatever
in
whatever
simple
we
word,
In
can I
simple
say
word.
something?
Yeah,
In
sure,
simple word,
Nash.
just to summarize. Could we say science truth or science fact?
Mm.
Scientific truth or
actually the
scientific fact?
scientific
Usually,
approach, the
we
scientific
usually.
experiment and scientific approach
This is
is
a good
very much
question.
to the outward bound. What I mean to say that whatever the scientific approach is coming from the extended version of our sensory organs. Okay, if as
Using
we can see,
scientific.
so we have an telescope or microscope or something. As we are mobile, so we have a bicycle or bike or something. Every scientific approach is outwardly bound to our from our sensory organs. Our sensory organs is always outward bound. So if we go to the path of the outward path, so we cannot be approached to uh, that territory which is not holistic approach. But there is a way which is which is a holistic, that is the spiritual dimension, which is in very much inward boundary.
What do
Okay,
you
so
mean by holistic? Like, I don't understand when
holistic,
you
holistic,
mention
it is a holistic. Holistic mean it covers all.
Meaning,
It is holistic
meaning
approach.
yet not discovered by the science. Okay,
I
Uh,
got it.
the
So it is
truth. Okay,
unknown.
yeah,
Something
it's still
unknown.
unknown. Yeah, we can't actually go beyond that yet. Okay, so we cannot be a fact yet, and still, like, truth. The ultimate truth is there's no, ultimate truth. Because all perspective that we actually observe is a different because of the time and space. Okay, depends on how you look at it,
Okay,
and
then it
we.
gives me another question. Like you say, that
Mhm.
time and space. So, like the scientific theory also say that before Big Ben, there was no time and space. So, what do you say about that? Like, in strictly scientific words, there was nothing, but still that nothing is something. It is not like uh, nothing in a layman terms. Rather, the nothing is where our comprehension and the
Beyond,
jurisdiction of our
yes,
mind
beyond,
stops.
yeah.
So that means
Exactly.
that we are unaware of it, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't. It is nothing. There is something, but we are having no knowledge
see,
about that.
नास
Exactly.
something,
नास न
something.
कुछ था तो खुदा था, न कुछ होता तो खुदा होता.
Exactly, exactly. Na kuch tha to
Yes,
khuda tha. Yeah, exactly. So the
that
thing
is
is,
true.
so some days ago I was reading quantum
Hmm.
physics and I come across a really very interesting thing, and it was like the sphere of nothing. Like many times when we say in our lingo, nothing, then we think that nothing means nothing. But when scientifically we are discussing nothing, then nothing is the originator of everything.
Yes, yes, yes.
Exactly.
Everything
It
comes
is.
from nothing, but we are having no idea about that nothing. Are you getting
No
my
thing.
point?
Sure.
Yes.
No
So
thing.
It
Okay.
see,
is called
So
it
nothing
is
means
called
no, not a
the
thing. Okay.
nothing. It is called the nothing, not
yeah,
ordinary
the
nothing.
or no
It is
thing.
the
Okay. No
nothing.
thing that,
Not
depends on the
nothing means
perspective.
no thing.
It doesn't exist. So
It
that's
is
why
not
we
a
actually
thing.
talked about the consciousness here, different perspectives. We have a frequencies in science, okay, infrared and the Hertzian level, light spectrum and UV level. With that, all you have a different realms, realities, different perspectives. So it is different from the perspective from the nothing to everything, right?
Yeah.
And we have a different perspective to from not everything to nothing. So there's a ultimate truth, which is there's no ultimate truth.
Yes, correct.
Uh,
Okay.
There,
see, there,
there is
if
ultimate
we,
truth, but the
I
thing
think
is
that
that our human
also our quantum
comprehension,
physics is also very, very
No,
our
interesting
human
subject.
when you know
comprehension
what,
doesn't reach
when
that.
you actually become ultimate truth, it becomes like I am that I am. That's it. Okay. There's no ultimate truth. When you say like I am something, then it becomes relative. Okay. So we can't actually define something. This is ultimate truth because absoluteness means nothing. Okay. Absolute means there's I am that I am.
What
When
about,
you
like, there
define,
is
if you
another, it
start
gives
to
me
say like
another
I
question.
am the truth, okay, then it's relative. You know what I mean?
see,
Yeah,
when you
it
when
gives
you when
me,
you
it gives
when you
me.
tell something as something, it means that it has a physical boundary. Okay. But if you refer something as nothing, that means not a thing. That is that has also not a boundary. It is boundless. So it
It,
is boundless.
Yeah,
The only
you know,
thing
it
in
could be
is
in
boundless
boundless. You
is
are
the
correct.
not.
point of quantum physics, there's no boundary between two people. You don't even touch each other. Electrons actually bouncing each other. There's no boundary. So that's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about. It's about the
okay.
perspective. frequency.
Okay,
Okay.
let's discuss another thing like black holes,
Yeah.
which swallow whole stars, and when there is no time and space. But like in layman terms, it is nothing. But if such a thing that can swallow whole galaxies and stars, how you can say that it is nothing? The
And
thing is
you
that
know,
our human comprehension doesn't
Priyam,
reach there, but
you
that
are
doesn't
Yeah,
mean that.
Priyam,
that's
you
what
are absolutely right.
we talked about.
When we
Nashi and
talk
I
about
talked about
something, means within
black hole.
boundary. We
Yep.
talk about nothing is a boundaryless, means not boundaryless, means is not existence. It's like beyond the limit. It will
Yes,
not
it's a
catch
beyond.
about that
It's a
limitation. Will not
limitless thing.
create any boundary. This is the nothing.
Yes.
Also,
And,
like
and
some days ago,
also
I was
sometimes it
reading
is that
a very
saying that
beautiful book about Thich
uh,
Nhat Hanh, and he gave a very beautiful analogy that
Hmm.
if you look to sky and you see clouds, and after 1 hour you don't see any clouds, what happened to the clouds? Maybe that clouds turn into rain. That rain um, uh, provided water to uh, crops, and that crops turn into plants, and then these plants are consumed by herbivores, and those herbivores were consumed by carnivores. So the thing is that the cloud doesn't disappear; it changes different um, shapes.
Form, different
Like
shape.
sometime the ultimate truth is that we are holding the whole cosmos inside us, and
yes,
we are the
there is a
microcosm. We
there
are
is a
the
there is a
microcosm
mistake.
of
There,
macrocosm.
there was a mistake in India. Who said who told a story, a very analogical story, that when you drown a pot, an empty pot into the water,
Mhm.
the water, you can say that the pot is full with the water, but you can also say the water is also the what can I say,
Yeah, like
uh,
drop is also an
the
ocean.
water is also into the pot and also in the ocean, so
Yeah, exactly. So
it
I
is
think like
like that.
each and
Yeah, it's a
every
Hindi,
thing
is
in the
Hindi Priyam,
cosmos.
Gagar mein Sagar, correct? You just defined that thing. Here is water on pot or Sagar on pot because the
Yes, yes,
that water is
you
the
can say.
part of that ocean,
So,
correct?
yeah,
Yeah.
समंदर को कूदने बंद करना.
Yeah, samundar
Yeah,
ko
You know what I'm about to ask, right?
water.
yeah. So the thing is that sometimes it
What's
feels
that?
to me that the
What I'm about to
microcosm.
ask? How was your weekend? Yeah. How was your weekend?
Yeah, but
How was
you
your
know,
day?
really, it's a very great conversation,
Very
and
good.
really, I
Okay.
want to
Can you
for
tell
tomorrow
me the
some
reason?
quantum physics, Big Bang theory, some
Oh,
spiritual
you
thing.
watched the movie, and why was it very good?
Um, Tom's face.
The faces? You mean the handsome faces? You know, looking at the Tom Cruise's young face was, pretty good, right? It was impressive to look at. Handsome. Okay. Made you happy? Yeah. Okay. What about the girl? I mean, they had this,
Nas?
wonderful dramatic story between
Okay.
them. What do you think about the romantic story between
Oh
this
my God.
instructor and
Um,
Maverick? Okay, his
Okay.
call sign. Did you get that call sign? Yes. What was the girl's call sign?
girls close sign. Charlie.
Charlie. Instruction.
Just
Yeah. Very good.
I close the. Oh my God!
What
Sorry.
is happening here? I cannot understand what is going on there.
Oh, he's that.
Sometimes the
He's
topic
giving a
topic
class.
drastically change.
Yeah. Maybe he's a
Yeah.
student.
What is going on?
Okay, so Nash and Priyam. It's almost 4.5 hours. It's a long live stream. but it's
Uh,
really very, very interesting, and I learn lots of new things. So, can we
you
join?
can buy a book if you. I can suggest you a book that you can read
Which book?
about the. You can buy a book called named Karma. Sorry, Karma, Karma,
I have that book, Karma.
written by Sadhguru Jaggi Basudev.
Yeah, I have.
Yes, yes. You can read and you may have get some insights into that fact.
Yeah, I
So
have that book, and I go through many times. Uh, uh, so, mm, when I just go through or went through some book and I give that inside, it's only one dimension, because the ready-made thing is in front of you, and you just learn that and speak that, understand that. But if you have a analytical mind, you just go through many different books, and you are able to identify and analyze which one is more close to reality, and which one is more beneficial for
yes,
our life or spirituality. So it's a one side, you just not go to one side, you just go through each and every kind of book. It's not only
yes,
one
Yeah,
yes.
I
book.
I have
totally
found
agree.
and
You need
One,
to keep your mind open, and
and
you need to
this is
explore
called,
different topics. Yeah.
Priyam, earlier we use that word exposure. The meaning of that, we just go to some other country or this and that. But here in new era, as a virtual platform, you you give your thought exposure. Exposure of thought is very necessary, without any biasness, without any perception, without any proven by your ancestor or your guardian or your guru or your believer. No, you just think about yourself. Because I am Muslim, alhamdulillah, I want to I am most follow one word of my holy Quran is Iqra, means read. So just I want to read, and up to myself what I understand, how
actually
I
there is a difference
analyze.
between religion and spirituality. Religion, every religion is
No,
based on
it's
belief
not
system.
about religion. I give only one word only. Read. So read, because God gave each and every person without partiality in some same amount of everything. The thing is not identified by us. That's why I think this is the difference between poor people or rich people, intellectual people, and normal people. Actually, he gave all person in same amount, but we not identify. So that's why I feel that. So if you just realize yourself as an analytical point of view, and you read each and every thing, so you just go through, and you have a new dimension. You will identify a new dimension. It's not why we go to some proven path or created path. Why not we create my own path of wisdom, own path of spirituality, own path of just calmness, coolness, anything, or karma also. Karma is not a new thing, it's a old thing. It each and every religious or every community or every spiritual, the same thing. But nowadays people know about, because of just uh, digital era. Otherwise, meditation is not a part, is each and every religious, Abrahamic religious is full of meditation. The word
I
is
am also a meditator and I practice the meditation, some distinctly distinguished path, and which is involved the inner experience. And what I have experienced, uh,
one
I
second,
am
one
taking.
second. I come back. One second. Okay, Nash. So it's a nice talk to you. So we please come tomorrow also. We talk some spiritual or quantum physics.
Oh yeah, sure, sure. I love the topic, guys. It has been great talking to you
Yeah,
today.
same time. And I don't know,
Uh,
Nas, without give any. Okay, see you next time. Okay. So, okay, okay,
Okay.
Nash. Okay, bye bye.
oh yeah,
Okay. Bye,
bye.
everyone.
Nice to meet
Nice
you
talking to
also,
you.
Priyam. It was nice
Okay.
to
Nice.
listen to
Yes.
you. Yeah, great, great.
Yes.
See you next time, guys. I love you
Yeah.
all.
Okay, bye
Okay.
bye. Good.
Bye.
Allah Hafiz. So, just what I say, Naida, yes, yes, Naida.
Hello.
What happened? Okay, guys, thank you to being here. It's almost 1:30. Viewers, thanks for being here. It's great support for me. And really, we talk lots of things in different dimension. And inshallah, tomorrow, the same time, I start once again with new topic, new speaker. God bless you. Stay home, stay safe. Bye bye.